Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just want to do a quick little video about my little nifty 50 lens. I've done some videos over the last couple of days about not needing high quality, expensive gear. Being able to use what's in front of you and knowing the limitations of what you've got, but also the skill behind the gear. Quite often, it's not how much gear you've got or what gear you've got; it's how if it's knowing how to use it. There's an old adage of all gear, no idea. And it unfortunately stems true to a lot of not art, but a lot of content creation type stuff. People put stuff off, and I know I'm guilty of it as well in the past, of especially video stuff. Photography, I obviously have the equipment, but it's funny, I have all the equipment and I use the cheap shit anyway, because it's some of my favorite gear. Video and stuff I'm guilty of. I haven't got the right lighting, I haven't got the right camera, I haven't got this, I haven't got that. I'm recording this stuff on my phone. I know if I get the lighting right, I can record just as good quality. I can record Ultra HD, I can record 4K, I can record 1080p on my phone in really, really good quality. It's got good glass in it, it's got good lens in it. For majority of the stuff these days, videos and content is viewed on social media, generally on a phone or a tablet, so it's not getting blown up to, a 75-inch TV or something like that. We're not creating movie content, we're creating social media content majority of the time these days. So it doesn't need to be top quality stuff if you know how to use it properly. I just want to do a little quick video. It's getting longer now because I'm going off topic as always, about this little lens. So it has a nickname called the Nifty 50. The reason it's called that, obviously a 50mm lens. It's a 50mm f1.8 if the camera's going to focus for me. So 1.8 aperture. The reason it's called Nifty 50 is because it's a 50mm lens and it is very nifty. These things you can pick up off. Generally, you can pick them up off eBay or any online marketplaces, Amazon or whatever, for like $100-$150. You can usually pick them up secondhand for even less. I think I picked this one up. I've had this for years, like 10 years. I think I paid like $120 or something, $130 for it. It is the cheapest lens I own by an absolute long shot. I think my next cheapest lens after this, I haven't got kit lenses anymore, but my next cheapest lens after this is like well over $1,000. Sorry, I tell a lie. It'd be my macro lens, which was around $1,000, and then you're up well after $1,100, $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 kind of cost for lenses. But this is still one of my favorite lenses. It is the cheapest little thing. It is complete. If you can hear, plastic build. The entire thing is plastic build. It's only got like 2 elements from memory, 3 elements. It's possibly the cheapest, most crappy lens that I own. It definitely is. It's funny, I read a lot of reviews on it when I was looking at upgrading my lenses from the kit lenses, because I know glass makes a big difference, and I'll go into that in a different topic, a different video. Glass does make a big difference, and upgrading from the kit lenses do the job, and you can get some very good quality photos out of them. But if you're wanting to step your photography game up, you do need good glass. It's probably the first, learning how to manipulate light is the first. Second is learning how to use some decent lenses that are going to make a massive difference to your photo before even upgrading the body. Upgrading the glass is going to be a big difference. Did a lot of reviews, and everyone kept talking about, first upgrade, Nifty 50, new photographers, Nifty 50. I'm like, the fuck how are you getting a decent photo of $150 lens? Like, what the hell's that shit? I kind of in the same realm. I'm like, $150, like how bad? Like, what's the worst result? I get a $150 lens to fuck around with, and yeah, it's no good. It's no good. The difference this thing makes, and the big reason, is it's a prime lens. So a prime lens is one that's a fixed focal length. So it is only 50mm. It's not a zoom lens like my 24-70 or my telephoto, my 7200 is a single focal length. So even though it's simply a basic lens with basic construction, it's built for one focal length, for one purpose and one purpose only. So you can build, even though it's a lower quality, the equipment or the lenses and the build quality of it only has to do one thing. Something like my 7200 has to go from a 70mm lens to a 200mm lens. The mechanics and the glass and the lenses in that and the elements in that have got to be compatible with a wide range of focal lengths and subjects, and it's a whole different ballgame. The fixed focal length makes it so much easier. But if you're looking at Obviously, Canon, you can get adapters if you want to, and I know people do get like a Nikon to Canon adapter, especially these days with the mirrorless cameras, an EF-M to an EF mount. So this is an EF mount, as you can see on the front of all the Canon lenses I have on the front there. It's going to focus for me. That's an EF as opposed to an EFS like my 7200 or my 2470. Different kind of mounting system. EFS lenses basically on the same camera more often than not. Your EF-M, so your new mirrorless cameras, you can get an adapter to go between them. Honestly, the adapter's probably going to cost you more than this unless you get some knockoff brand off eBay. But even then, you can get them, I've seen them for like 50, 60 bucks. So you could get this with an adapter for a mirrorless camera for less than 200 bucks, essentially. It's going to make a massive difference to your photos. Just having that fixed focal length, it makes it's like the jack of all trades, master of none kind of analogy. It's not a jack of all trades. It has one purpose and one purpose only, and it does it brilliantly. As opposed to my 2470, don't get me wrong, very expensive lens, designed for a large range, but sometimes, especially in low light, because it's a 1.8, this will actually take a better photo than my $1,000 lenses sometimes. Just if it's used in the right situation with the right lighting and the right purpose, this can actually take a better photo. My other fixed focus, which I'll do a video on, sorry I'm off camera, I should have got this out ready. This is my other fixed focus lens. This is my macro lens that I mentioned just before. This is a 100mm lens, so it's literally double. As you can see, little brother, big brother. I'll do another video on this another day. But this is my 100mm macro lens. Freaking love this thing for portraits. This is my best portrait lens. The quality of the images that I get out of this and the color rendition I get out of this, it is just beautiful. They are smooth, gorgeous looking photos that I get out of it. I actually want to use a little bit more on car photography. The problem is 100mm lens, I got to be a fair way back. So if I'm on a car show and stuff like that, you do get a lot of, I don't mind people walking between because you can do slow shutter speeds and get atmosphere and that sort of stuff, but it can be hard to get a decent photo of the actual car. Great for details though, obviously. Macro lens, that's amazing stuff. Do another video on that. But your little 50mm lens, highly, highly, highly recommend this. Cannot recommend it enough for new photographers that are looking at getting into some better glass and upgrading their equipment. Honestly, 200 bucks if you need to get the adapter, 100, 150 bucks if you just need the lens by itself. Do yourself a favor, pick one up because they are freaking amazing. I'm not sponsored by Canon, God no. I wish I was. It's not a sponsored ad, it's not anything, it's just my pure honest opinion. These little nifty 50s are amazing. I will do a video with some photos comparisons between this and other ones, other lenses, but I have got a collection of my, obviously over the years shooting with this. So I've had it like 10 years plus. I'll put some photos together so you can see what they actually look like out of this. I've used this on, I think 3 different bodies now. Obviously I shoot it with my 5D, I also shoot it on my old 400D, I also shoot it on my old EOS 350, which is my film Canon. I use it across all 3 of them, and all 3 of them I have never been able to fault a photo from this lens. If I have, it's because I fucked up. And the other beauty is, it's only 150 bucks. You don't stress about it. If you accidentally drop it, it's not the end of the world. Get thrown in a kit bag, like this has been thrown around in I don't know how many kit bags. It's literally, because it's so small, it just sits in the top pocket, or it doesn't take up space in my bag. I just throw it in anywhere, and it's literally the sort of one that I can take it off, put it in my pocket. If I'm walking around with minimal gear, I can throw it in my pocket and just carry it around. It is such a cool little lens. It's a 52mm front, so you can get plenty of filters to go on the front, so UV filters and stuff to protect it. The actual front element itself, unlike a lot of glass, I can use this one to show as an example. So you can see, get an angle, how close that lens is to the front of the actual lens itself, how close that front element is. This one doesn't have a UV filter on it. I know, cardinal sin. Generally, because it is a macro lens, I want to be able to get very close to my subject sometimes. I've found having the UV filter on it can kind of distort a little bit as well. But this one is treated very, very carefully if I ever have to use it. Whereas this one, see how far back that first element is? It's way, way back. Like you can see my fingers, that far in. You don't need a UV filter on there for damage because it's like there's nothing going to contact the front unless you drop it on a point or something. said $150 lens. I put one on there because I put a filter on there. I can put like neutral density filters on there, your circular polarized filters, that sort of stuff. So depending on what you're taking photos of, you can kind of muck around with it a bit, get a lot. It's a 1.8. You can stop down a little bit further. You can do all sorts of stuff. So you can do slow-mos if you put a neutral density on there and that sort of thing. Such a phenomenal little lens. Can't recommend it enough. Do yourself a favor. Go and grab one. Till next time, guys. See you later.